Hey viewers, welcome to another Games Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing an IEM 2015 Type P match between Hero and Maru. So this should be Maru in the top right corner, playing as our Terran, and with a very nice star thingy. And in the bottom left we have Hero. So yeah, this should be a good match. It is two very high class players, and yeah, that should definitely result in something very, very cool. So yeah, early game, of course, we are going to see the pretty standard setup here, although we do have an early SCV scout going out here. So that might actually not be very standard. But the pylon comes down. It does seem, yeah, we do have the SCV building the supply depot over here. But yeah, we do have a second SCV. So this is a rush of some kind. Probably double barracks, seeing that there are two SCVs. And well, if this doesn't get scouted, this could be super successful. Because obviously in the early game, well, we have seen that before, of course. There is not a lot of defense, especially if he skips the Zealot here. So we'll have to see about that. So currently, yeah, the first barracks is underway. The second barracks will come up in just a few moments, right there. And, well, that will take a few seconds. But, yeah, this gateway is not even halfway done. So, well, if he, as I said, doesn't build a Zealot, this will totally just get all the probes. And he will just instantly win. If he does get a Zealot, he might be able to kill off some of the Marines, but still this is going to be very, very hard to hold. And, well, especially without the Mothership Core, as long as that's not up, yeah, he just doesn't have anything. And so Cybernetics Core, definitely very important, and, well, he needs to start a Zealot. Because, well, without the Zealot, as I said, then he would have to wait for a Stalker, and what would be even worse if he starts a Sentry, because that would be completely wasted. The Zealot is started now, but the barracks have been done, and as you can see, already training the Marines. One is already out. He's going to have 3 out, and then he's going to move in. And it is going to be, well, spotted just about now. He does send in his SCV as well, just to scout, just to make sure that, well, that he's not up against something funky. But yeah, this should be pretty much over. The Stalker is, well, being produced at the moment. I don't know where the Zealot is. The bunker, this is going to be very, very brutal. The expansion gets cancelled, obviously. At least the Mothership Core is out now, so he has something to shoot with. And some range. I don't think that he actually can hold this, but, well, he does do a good job. The probes get taken off the line, and that might actually be good enough. The Mothership Core going very, very low, but yeah, with the bunker up, it's going to be super hard to defend this. The Stalker can't even go up against that bunker. And if he micros correctly, he should be able to keep all of his low health Marines in the back and get them inside of these bunkers. The bunker almost completed. There it is completed, and it is in range of this gateway. So yeah, that is going to be it, I think. He's going to unpower the pylon, or well, he's going to destroy the pylon and unpower the gateway. So no more units, for now at least. Another pylon goes up. It is going to be out of range, I believe. But yeah, it's going to at least be ranged for the Cybernetics Core. The gateway on the other end might actually come up in time. He is going to sacrifice, he's going to take down one of his bunkers. And yeah, finally he has enough to actually get the Nexus cannon going. One bunker goes down, but this is not defended yet. There are more Marines coming in. He still has this bunker to destroy. And, well, he still doesn't have enough units to actually overpower this. And of course, well, the damage is not as bad as it could have been. Let's see, units lost. Yeah, 9 units to 9 units. I do believe that these are mostly probes and these are mostly Marines though. So we can't really see what's going on. Yeah, we'll have to see how this pans out. I forgot the hotkey for, well, you have an overlay which says how many workers are lost. Something like W? No. I really don't remember. So that is unfortunate, but that is the way it goes. So yeah, we'll have to see how he transitions out of this. It seems he wants to go for even more barracks. He's going for a second command center, which is going to be landed over here, of course. And now he's going to try to hold his base because, well, the counterattack will come in, although it's not going to be super strong because there aren't a lot of units out. It is kind of amazing that he managed to hold this for so long, or rather at all. But yeah, the Nexus cannon doing a good job, and of course if he positioned that bunker in a spot where it couldn't be reached by the Nexus cannon, sorry, then that might have ended up a little bit differently. Of course, because all the buildings are pretty close together, there is really no way to make a building or make a bunker that's inside of the range, or that has the range to take out this gateway, but then it's outside of the range of the Nexus. So the position of the building is very important here. If he started to build near the ramp, that would have been disastrous, because then he couldn't have defended that at all. And now, yeah, he's going to ignore the bunker because, well, the bunker doesn't really do anything, and he can snipe it once he runs past it and has the concave and can do this with all the minions at the same time. Units, I should say. This is not a game of minions. Well, technically. Yeah, so bunch of Marines out and one Marauder. He needs to have more Marauders though to actually hold this off. Spider Mines. Those would do nice as well. Oh, sorry. Widow Mines. Oh my god. Spider Mines. Long time ago they were called Spider Mines. Well, the mines in StarCraft. But yeah, he's going to assume that this this army is going to run around here, and this guy will snipe an entire Stalker. So even from full health, full shields, it will just snipe it instantly. And wow, nice blink there. Blink has been completed. I didn't mention that, but yeah, well, you can see the upgrades in the top left. So yeah, the Blink Stalker's definitely good against just about anything, and we are going to pause. So he is going to position his Stalker force well. He's going to heal up the shields a little bit, because virtually all of them have very low shields. So he might actually be trying to blink in, but yeah, there's a bunker over here as well. He can blink in over here, so like on the edge, but that's where the Widow Mine is. That's why he positioned that Widow Mine there. Of course, with the siege tank out, he might actually have to retreat all the way. One shot, two shots. No, it's not good enough to snipe even the one Stalker. And it seems he just wants to keep him in his base. But yeah, the medevac going to airlift some Marines in here. And is he going to hide the Marines under his command center? No, it doesn't seem he wants to do that, even though that would have been good. I mean, you can hide them underneath your command center, making them very hard to target, and it would actually be very useful. Yeah, he's finally going to be able to land here. The Nexus has been up for a while, so economy-wise, the Protoss actually came back there. Also because there was not a lot of probe damage in the early game, and afterwards there was just no pressure, just nothing happening. And because he had to defend in his own base, and of course a drop would have been kind of very good there. If he could drop like some units behind here to just prevent this mining, that would have been very, very nice. But yeah, that's not going to happen. Hallucinated Phoenix, of course, flying over the base just to see what's in there. He sees that there's one factory and a starport with the double thingy, the reactor. Oh my god. I can't remember the names all of a sudden. Big bio block coming out with just a one medevac, which is kind of low. So yeah, he'll have to see if he can actually make that work with just the one. So stimming up half his troops just to, well, catch up with these Stalkers. Stalkers, of course, well, they can blink, but they can only blink like once every 10 seconds. And therefore, if you can chase them with your Marines and Marauders by stimming them, you can actually do quite a lot of damage before he can blink again. So finally we have a Colossus out, and this should kind of spell doom for our Marines at least. So the Marauders can do pretty well, but the Marines do have some trouble against that. And oh, this is going to be nasty. Yeah, he does pick up some probes, but only a few. And it's still in range, so he can still see this this assimilator at least. But yeah, that's something he needs to clear up. The army is going to come in with a hallucinated immortal here. The immortal, I don't know how he knows that oh, he didn't know that that was not the real one, but yeah, he does snipe it in the end. He just assumed, either he assumed that that was not the right one, or he just couldn't reach it. But yeah, Immortal's not very good, of course, against these Marines and Marauders, so there's no need to instantly snipe them. It's not like you're working with tanks and such. I mean, he did have some tanks, but I guess they didn't survive. So more Marines and Marauders streaming in from the base, and he does have, well, 3 medevacs now. 3 medevacs should be enough to keep this army relatively healthy, although it's still going to be very hard. And no, don't start this base. Well, no, he doesn't. But that could have been a disaster if you lost 400 minerals there. And here we go. The stim goes off. He's pretty far off still. The force field's not good enough to keep them out, but it did split up the army pretty nicely. They can regroup though behind the force field, but so much damage done by these 2 Colossi. Nothing to defeat the Colossi. He did take off the shield of one of them, but that's not good enough. Well, so much. So he took such a commanding lead in the early game, but didn't kill probes. He was basically stuck trying to, trying to kill the actual units instead of the probes, and didn't get anything out of that early barracks rush. That's a shame. That's a shame. But that happens. But yeah, drop coming in now. He might actually be... Oh, finally he does start his Nexus, but yeah, he does have to cancel it. There's really no way. Loses 200 minerals there. It's not a big deal, but yeah, it is... Well, it's 2 zealots, so that can be fairly annoying to deal with. The drop is coming in. The drop is of course fairly effective because, well, there's not a big army out, and he is going to... Oh, he's going to get out 1 more Colossus, which is huge! Because it does so much damage. And a few of the Marauders at least get out. 3 Marauders get out. He did do quite a lot of damage. The robotics facility goes down. And that means that, well, just no robotics units for a while. But he does have, still have these 3 Colossi. And that should be good enough. He also picked off the Colossus that actually came out. But the fact that that Colossus came out right at the correct moment, well, it could have come out like a few seconds earlier, but still, that makes all the difference in the world. Like, oh my god, that was so good. Otherwise, he would have had way more damage, and more importantly, all of the units would have gotten out alive, so he would have been able to re-drop them somewhere else, and now he is going to re-drop them, but then, well, in a different group of them. So many Marauders now, because Marauders are awesome against all of these guys. And yeah, well... one of them dies there. The Widow Mines are still there. I don't know if they will actually do more damage, because it doesn't seem that that they're in range of anything. The 2 Widow Mines there. Oh, yeah, Widow Mines. That's what they're called. The Widow Mines are going to be nice, well, for the baiting, and you can see here why. Because, well, he does bait in the units, because he's attacking from this corner. So the fact that there are Widow Mines over here means that he has to walk past them, and yeah, well, that's just the GG, I guess. Yeah, the Widow Mine action here with the few Widow Mines he could burrow, and then actually dropping behind them, made that the army had to rush over them and yeah, just get defeated. And I thought that this Protoss defense was actually really, really good. It's just that he couldn't do anything with the pressure. So he was in front of the base here for quite a long time, but couldn't really do anything because the defense from the Terran player, which obviously is a very defensive race, was very good. So all in all, it was just mostly the defense that won it for our Terran player, not the early rush, which was surprising because I thought that would do more damage. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. On to game number 2. This is a best of 5. So yeah, I'll see you next time. GG.